This is from Chapter 2, Things That Don't Work and Why Trusting Your Own Judgment Can Be Your Biggest Mistake. Alrighty, let's get started. Straight up, let's deal with what might be the two biggest traps that people fall into. The meaning of two troublesome words, anecdote and placebo. These two closely related words keep me awake at night far too often, worrying that people misunderstand them and that they continue to get taken in and even ripped off because of them. An anecdote is basically a story. So when someone tells you that they took a certain supplement or medication, or they did a certain thing or changed their diet, that their pain improved, that's an anecdote. This word also applies to stories we tell ourselves about what we believe works and what doesn't. And the problem with anecdotes is that they're notoriously unreliable. Probably more than 99.9 times out of 100, they don't reveal the truth and are simply a misunderstanding. And yet on platforms like Facebook, people share these kinds of stories in their masses, and whole industries are based on nothing but these misguided stories and a whole lot of marketing hype. How do we know the stories are false? Because when we take away the misunderstanding and errors of judgment by actually testing these things in properly designed clinical trials, they fail miserably. But Christine, you say, there are literally thousands of thrilling anecdotes for this other method. Isn't that proof that it works? No, it definitely isn't. Because while there are thousands of people who utterly believe that something worked, they can all be completely wrong. And there can be millions who say it didn't work, and advertisers don't share those stories. Just remember, correlation, which is two things happening together, absolutely doesn't mean that one caused the other. And that, my friend, in a nutshell, is why anecdotes are worthless. There's a saying, correlation does not equal causation. The fact that two things happen together, that is, they correlate, does not mean that one caused the other.